In this session, we are going to talk about the disposal of a plant asset. Specifically, we are going to talk about the retirement of a plant asset. The life cycle of a plant asset is: first, the company purchases the plant asset. Here we calculate the cost of the plant asset, which was covered in the first part of chapter 1. After that, we start using the plant asset, and here we have the depreciation expense. After that, we have the disposal of a plant asset. So what is a disposal of a plant asset? When a plant asset is no longer useful for the company's operation, it must be disposed. So disposal is the removal of a plant asset from the company's accounting records. So companies can dispose a plant asset in 3 ways. It can be retired, it can be sold, or it can be exchanged. Two steps are included to record for the disposal of plant assets. First, we need to update the depreciation up to the date of disposal. Here we need to record the depreciation expense for the year of disposal. After that, we record the disposal. Please open your book on page 26. Before starting, it's important for us to mention that when the company undergoes a retirement for a plant asset, no cash will be received because the plant asset is retired. An example found on page 26: assume that Fix-Up purchases a truck for $40,000. This is the cost on January 1, 2017. The truck has a useful life of 4 years with no salvage value. On December 31, 2020, the company retires the truck. Let's see the timeline of the truck. It was purchased on January 1, 2017 and used for 4 years, so it's expected to be used till December 31, 2020. The company decided to retire at the end of its useful life, which is the December 31, 2020. So here the truck was fully depreciated. The first step, we need to record the adjusting entry to account for depreciation expense on the date of disposal. For that, we need to compute the annual depreciation expense, which is the depreciable cost over useful life. We will get an amount of $10,000 annually. The recording will be debit depreciation expense and credit accumulated depreciation for $10,000, and the date is the date of retirement. So the second step is the recording of the disposal of plant asset. Since the plant asset was used till the end of its useful life, then there is no loss because the plant asset was fully depreciated before the retirement. So how can we record the disposal of plant assets? Well, the truck is retired, so it's no longer in the books of the company. That's why we need to credit the cost of the truck, and we need to calculate the accumulated depreciation for the truck till the day it was retired. The accumulated depreciation, as previously explained, it's the annual depreciation expense times the number of years the plant asset was used. In this case, it was used for 4 years and the annual depreciation expense is $10,000, so we have an amount of $40,000 and the truck is credited by the original cost. Here you can find the solution for the exercise found on page 27. What if the retirement was done before the end of the useful life, which means that the, the plant asset is not fully depreciated before retirement? An example found on page 828 is: assume that FixUp purchased a truck for $40,000 on January 1, 2017. The truck has a useful life of 4 years with no salvage value. On September 20, 2020, the company retires the truck. FixUp uses the straight line method of depreciation and prepares its financial statements yearly at year end. This is the time life of the truck. It was purchased on January 1 and it was expected to be used till 4 years till December 31, 2020. However, the company decided to retire the truck on September 30, 2020, thus before the ending life of the truck. So, date of retirement, which is before the end of useful life. Step 1. We need to record the adjusting entry to account for depreciation expense on the date of disposal, which is in this case is September 20, 2020. The annual depreciation expense in this case is partial because it was not used till the end of the year, so we need to calculate depreciable cost over useful life times number of months used during the year over 12. Here we have from January till the end of September, so we have 9 months. So the annual depreciation expense for the year 2020 is 7,500. The entry will be the same as before: depreciation expense, accumulated depreciation. However, now the depreciation expense is 7,500. September 30 is the date of disposal. So in the second step, we need to record the disposal of a plant asset. Since the plant asset was retired before the end of its useful life, then there is a loss. A loss because the plant asset was not fully depreciated, it was not fully used as expected. We need to calculate the accumulated depreciation, but here you need to pay attention that the last year of usage is a partial year. And so we only have 3 years that was fully used, so we have 10,000, which is the annual depreciation expense, times 3 fully years, plus the last year, which is a partial year, which we only used it for $7,500. So the accumulated depreciation for the plant asset is $37,500. So the loss is the $2,500, which is the cost of the plant asset minus what we accumulated during the depreciation, which is $37,500. The entry will be accumulated depreciation debit, equipment credit for the cost of the equipment, and the loss is debit. Here is the solution for the exercise on page 29. Here in this exercise, the plant asset was retired before the end of its useful life.